Hey y'all, I've started a new YouTube channel where I cook foods from video games, bringing the console to the kitchen. There's a link in the description, and if you like what you see, I'd be real appreciative if you subscribed. Let's get baked at Dakon's Bakehouse. Hey there, lunatics. Dakin the Mad here, and today we are going to fight the Huntress boss. Let's get started. So for the Huntress boss, you are going to need a Goblin Island. If you don't have one, you're just going to have to hit reroll until you find one. Navigate over to the Goblin Island and just start roaming around, and you will eventually run into these like weird contraptions. They're called Goblin Goo Machines. And if you break one, then you'll get some wood from it, and you will feel the earth tremble, as you see down at the bottom left corner. You need to break 4 of these in total. After breaking the second one, you'll see text that says, "There's something watching you." After breaking the third one, you'll see text that says, "Someone isn't happy about what you've done." Now, before we break the last one, let's take a look at some gear for this fight. I've gone with the Bloody Armor set. It grants me a 15% damage boost and a 5% lifesteal. That lifesteal works whether you're melee, ranged, or magic. It's really, really good. And this thing has some pretty decent armor bonuses to it as well. Now, I've decided I'm going to go mage, and I'm using the magic cards from the Ghostlands. If you want to go with melee, I recommend using the Bright Anchor, as it's got really good reach, and you can craft this as soon as you have access to the Ghostlands as well. And then I also recommend the Phantom Bow if you're going with ranged. You get that from defeating the Banshee, and it is a really decent ranged weapon, especially at this point in the game. I'm also using the Quetzalcoatl spell, as I will be pretty much for the rest of the game. From an accessories standpoint, the Corrupted Heart gives me a 20% boost to my damage, and you get this off of the Corrupted King. It is useful for every build, and is pretty much going to be on all my builds from now on. I've also got the Royal Delver Slime Suit, which is in every single build, as well as the Techno Mycotic Boots, which again are going to be in every single build from now on. That pretty much just leaves you with 3 slots to do what you want with. Technically 2 slots, because you're going to want to put the opal necklace, or if you are ranged, you're going to use the opal earrings. If you are melee, you're going to use the opal ring, and that's going to go here for some extra damage. For my last 2 slots, I went ahead and I've used the Bottled Blue Fairy to automatically give me a mana potion consumption when needed, and I'm using the Necronomicon, which gives me a whole bunch of magical abilities. If you are using melee, I recommend at this point that you be using the Blazing Edge. And if you are ranged, I recommend that you be using the Sky Piercer instead. These are all craftable at the accessory workbench. From a potion standpoint, at this point, you should have your unlimited mega hit point and mega mana point potions. You're going to want to use your critical potion, your attack potion, whatever damage potion you're using, whether it's magic, melee, or ranged. You're going to want a life steal potion, which will increase your life steal to 10%. You're going to want a dodge potion. You want a defense potion as well if you can craft it. I've run out of stone hearts from the desert area, so I can't craft that right now. And you also want a speed potion, even though it doesn't last very long, it is helpful. The candy apple, the pumpkin lollipop, and the chocolate bar all come in handy from the Pumpkin Islands. For food, remember that you can only use 1 food buff, but you can have a bunch of different potion buffs. So for food, I recommend that you either use the nigiri for magic damage, the roast chicken for range damage, or the roast meat for melee damage. If you don't want to use any of those, the hamburger works well as just a generic damage boost. Now, if possible, I recommend that you destroy your last little machine as close to the water as possible. This one's not too far away. By moving to the water, we give ourselves a lot more room to engage in this fight, and we don't have to deal with trees or rocks or anything else just kind of getting in the way. So you just break the final one, and the Huntress spawns and immediately starts attacking you. Now, the Huntress has 10,500 hit points in Explorer mode, 12,000 hit points in Adventurer, and 17,500 in Survival mode. The Huntress has several attacks. One where she just charges at you multiple times. Another one where she shoots spikes at you in a bunch of different directions. Most of the time, they're just coming straight out. Fortunately, the Huntress pauses a lot, so you get a lot of opportunity to just do damage to this boss. She also can spawn a bunch of little goo attacks that will shoot out from her in pretty much every direction while she moves around. Really, this boss is not that hard. Just dodge the various attacks and just keep putting pressure and doing damage until you take her down. Now, this boss does not have a lot of loot that they drop. You get the Huntress Blade, which is a fast attack weapon that does a lot of melee damage. And you can get the Huntress Bow, which is again a fast attack weapon with a really, really high damage ratio. And it transforms your arrows into goop. This is what the blade looks like. It doesn't have all that much range, but it does do a lot of damage and it hits in kind of an arcing form. And then we've got the Huntress Bow, which as you can see, turns everything into goop, but it has a really fast attack speed, making it an excellent ranged weapon upgrade at this point in the game. Back at your summoning shop, if you have used your Eye of Truth on this boss, you will have gotten the Huntress's Soul. And that gets you the goo-stained needles, which you can purchase for 27 gold from the shopkeep, and that will let you summon the Huntress anywhere you want, rather than having to go back to a goblin island and breaking all of those machines every time. And that's everything for this boss. Kind of short and sweet. It's really not that challenging of a boss. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on all future videos, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay crazy, everybody.